Hello and welcome to another episode of Health Matters. My name is Dr. Michael Chillemi, and I'll be your pilot today. So in today's episode, what we're going to call is, I'm calling it Calm in a Flash. So in today's episode, we're going to explore the top 7 ways to reduce anxiety using practical, real-life, fast-acting solutions that are backed by science and some real-life success stories. So let's get started. Anxiety can affect anyone at any time, but managing it effectively can significantly improve your quality of life. What is anxiety? Anxiety is the natural response to stress that we all feel, right? So the stress could be real or perceived, means wherever we think. Often we characterize them by feeling worry, nervousness, fear. It's a common emotion that everyone experiences at times in their lives. However, when these feelings become overwhelming and persistent, they keep coming over and over again, they can interfere with your daily activities and may even develop into an anxiety disorder. So why is it important to manage anxiety? It's important to manage anxiety because first, your mental health, right? Persistent anxiety can lead to mental health issues such as depression, chronic stress, and other disorders. Physical effects. Chronic anxiety can have physiological effects contributing to high blood pressure, heart disease, stomach issues. Anxiety can affect the quality of your life. High levels of anxiety can impact your ability to enjoy life, affect your work performance, your social interactions, and overall happiness. Anxiety can affect the way you function. So if you have high levels of anxiety, your ability to concentrate, to make good decisions, to perform your daily tasks can definitely be affected. Anxiety can affect your relationships. So if you're having high anxiety, you could have a strain on your personal and professional relationships due to irritability, being withdrawn, avoidance behaviors. So managing anxiety involves a combination of strategies. And we're going to go over a bunch of different strategies. And the biggest thing that I'm going to tell you is there's a lot of really interesting techniques that I've found in here, and I put it for the top 7. And you got to do what works for you. So let me jump into them so you can see what these are. All right. So first one is a deep breathing exercise with visualization. So deep breathing exercises combined with a visualization can be potent for a method to reduce anxiety. And this could also help with your mental clarity. So typically, deep breathing by itself is an effective way to calm your nervous system down. By concentrating on your breathing, you can stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system, which reduces your anxiety level. This physiological response is the foundation of how deep breathing can trigger your own body's relaxation mechanism. That's pretty cool. Who knew we had a relaxation mechanism? But we do. Once you add visualization to this helps you focus your mind on positive outcomes, creating a positive synergy that can reduce stress and promote a sense of well-being. Okay, so how do you do it? Here's the practical steps. It's called the 4-7-8 breathing technique with visualization. The visualization is something kind of I'm adding into this. What I've found in my research is when you add it this type of method, it really compounds the positive impacts of the deep breathing. So the 4-7-8 breathing technique method is this. You inhale deeply, you breathe through your nose for a count of 4 seconds. As you inhale, you're visualizing the calming breaths, positive energy that fills your body. You're holding your breath for 7 seconds. During this time, you're again visualizing positive things, positive energy, things that relax you. Now you're gonna slowly exhale. You're gonna exhale through your mouth for a count of 8 seconds. As you're exhaling, you're visualizing all your stress and all your anxiety coming out of you and dissolving in the air. You're going to repeat this cycle for 4 times, each time reinforcing the image of calm and positive energy entering your body and the stress leaving your body. Mindful practices. So spend 5 minutes a day focusing on your breathing as you do this, and you put your visualization scenes, the calming scenes. You're going to find success and peace much easier. You're going to want to utilize images of things that are positive for you and positive outcomes. Positive outcomes could be something like you're passing a test or you've achieved a goal or a great success. So you're going to picture the positive emotions associated with your success. So the big thing with this is you're going to do this on a daily basis. And if you do it on a daily basis, when you say everything that you're saying as you're breathing and you're visualizing it, you're putting it into the atmosphere for you. So universal law of life, what you put out is what you get back in. So what you say, you're going to get back in. And your ability to de-stress when the time comes and you need to do this type of therapy, you're going to have now done it every day. So now you're going to train your mind to say, okay, this activity is going to de-stress me. And you're going to naturally get put into that state because you trained your body for it. So I'm going to tell you one story about this college student who utilizes this type of therapy. They had severe anxiety before taking tests. By practicing this deep breathing with visualization, she was able to enhance her mental clarity and reduce her stress levels. Each time she inhaled, she visualized herself confidently answering her exams and passing her tests. As she held her breath, she imagined confidently and clearly that she was going to do well. Upon exhaling, she visualized any fear that she has coming out and any doubt in her mind coming out of her body. This combination helped Sarah stay calm and focused, ultimately leading to better performance in her exams. By integrating deep breathing exercises with positive visualization in your daily routine, you can effectively manage stress, retrain your mind and mindset, and your ability to have better confidence and composure. Okay. Number 2, the second method, aromatherapy, like smell. We're going to use that as an anchor to deal with anxiety. Aromatherapy, anchoring to dealing with anxiety. It's a pretty cool concept. So here, let's jump in. So aromatherapy uses essential oils to influence the brain's limbic system, which controls emotions. Certain scents can quickly reduce anxiety and promote relaxation. Effectiveness of essential oils in reducing anxiety is through the olfactory olfactory system, right? So how do you do this? You can use a diffuser for essential oils with calming scents like lavender, calamine, sage, and then you're gonna do that method, or you can open the bottles. They have the bottles and twist off. You open them up and you inhale them directly. Another powerful way to deal with this, and this could be the fastest method, is when you do this by anchoring. What does that mean? Anchoring. What does anchoring mean? I don't want to carry an anchor. No, you're not carrying an anchor. So using smell as an anchor is is a very, very interesting idea and technique. So anchoring, the term anchoring by itself is a psychological technique that involves associating a specific stimulus with a particular emotional state. So given the strong connection between sense of smell and the brain's limbic system, using a scent as an anchor can help manage anxiety by quickly bringing about a desired emotional state. Why smell as an anchor? Okay, so the sense of smell is directly linked to the regions of the brain responsible for emotions and memory, such as the amygdala and the hippocampus. This makes it a powerful tool for evoking specific emotional responses. See, the first important part you need to do is select a calming scent. Choose a scent that you find soothing, such as, again, lavender, chamomile, vanilla, whatever works for you to typically get you relaxed. Okay, now you're going to condition your response. You're going to practice using this scent during moments of calmness or structured times, such as meditations or before bed. You're going to inhale them deeply and continuously, and feeling the calmness you feel. So similar to the previous method that we talked about, the deep breathing, when you do this, you're setting yourself up in an area that is tranquil and calm, and you're utilizing the scent. So you're associating that scent with the relaxation and calmness. You're going to want to do this daily. Couple minutes a night, let's say 3 to 5 minutes a night. You'll take those 3 to 5 minutes and anchor yourself. Because when you do that, when you anchor yourself and you have a problem with anxiety, stress comes up, something comes up, you then can take out your scent, right? If it's oil, you can open it up. And then once you take it, your body will trigger you to say, oh, okay, let me calm down. Let me relax. This is okay. I'm safe and I'm okay. It'll bring you down. Now it's not perfect, right? But it is incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. So this, once you take that scent, you take it in deeply, it should trigger your brain's conditioned response, promoting the state of calmness. Pretty cool. So I know this person, she's a nurse, and aromatherapy was a game changer for her. We'll call her Lisa. She worked night shifts, and she used a portable diffuser in her break room to create that calming environment during her breaks. The scent that she chose was lavender, and she conditioned herself nightly to have these 5 minute sessions. So when she's the most relaxed, she's able to take the scent in, and she's trained herself over time. Anytime she's at work and it's a very stressful situation, all she has to do is take out her diffuser or her oil. She has both of them, and she just takes a deep breath, and it instantly puts her in a state of calmness, and she regains her composure. So using aromatherapy smell as an anchor technique can be highly effective in managing stress. Okay, next one we're going to talk about is number 3. And that is the quick physical activity. Okay, so what does that mean? So engaging in physical activity can significantly and rapidly reduce anxiety by releasing mood enhancing endorphins and burning off excess adrenaline. A short burst of exercise can refresh your mind and body, making it a practical and effective method for managing stress, even if you have a busy schedule. Okay, so what do? Practical steps. So we're going to aim for a duration of 10 minutes. Obviously, not everybody has 10 minutes. If you're pressed for time, you could do it as little as 5 to 7 minutes. So first method, HIIT training. I say HIIT training. What we're talking about is you're going to perform some exercises like jumping jacks, push-ups, squats. You could do that for 5 minutes. So you can do a couple of each of them, do it 2 or 3 times. That'll get your heart rate pumping. That burst of energy can quickly elevate your heart rate and reduce your anxiety. You could also take a 5 to 7 minute brisk walk or a light jog. You can jog around the house, inside the house, off premise. Next thing you can do is 5 to 7 minutes of yoga and stretching, right? So 5 minutes of yoga or stretching, putting yourself in the proper positions and the postures and letting your body really feel the stresses, release, and those different positions make it very good for you to relax and de-stress. So I'm going to tell you about somebody I know. We'll call him Mark. He's a software developer, and he incorporates this physical activity during his daily routine. And when he's stressed, that 5 minute burst, that's what he does. So he does the HIIT. We'll say the HIIT. He does some jumping jacks. He does some push-ups. He does a couple of squats, and he does it 2 or 3 times, and that instantly gets him out of his mood. He gets him out of his mode and resets him. Right? Okay. The next thing I'm going to talk about is something called grounding techniques. So grounding techniques are strategies that help you bring your focus back to the present moment, which can be very effective during episodes of anxiety or a panic attack. By actively engaging your senses and concentrations on your immediate surroundings, you can reduce your feelings of anxiety and regain a sense of calmness and control. Okay, so how do we do it? All right, let's go. So this is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. So you're gonna the first thing, identify 5 things you can see. You're gonna look around and find 5 different objects. This can be anything in your immediate environment, such as a clock on the wall, a book on the table, pattern on the floor. Concentrate on each item's color, shape, and details. Number 2, you're going to identify 4 things that you can touch. So reach out and feel 4 different textures. It could be the fabric of your clothes, the surface of the desk, a coffee mug, the pages of a book. You're going to pay attention to the sensation of each texture provided. Next, you're going to identify 3 things you can hear. Close your eyes and listen for distinct sounds. Could be the hum of the air conditioner, birds chirping outside, traffic in the distance, the TV on, radio, whatever the case may be. Focus on those different layers of sound. Next, you're going to identify 2 things that you can smell. Take a moment and notice any scents in your environment. It could be the aroma of fresh coffee or the fragrance of a candle or the scent of grass, or the foods that are in the air. If you're having trouble identifying smells, remember the favorite scent like baking bread or fresh flowers. Lastly, identify one thing you can taste. Finally, focus on that one thing you can taste. You could take a sip of a drink, chew a piece of gum, or if you have a snack or something, whatever you have right there, you want your tongue to have that taste smell. So let me tell you about this one person I know. We'll call her Amanda. And Amanda gets a lot of panic attacks. And during her anxiety or panic attack, she uses this grounding technique to connect to the present moment and prevent her anxiety from escalating to the next level. By utilizing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, she can divert her mind and focus on other things as opposed to her immediate situation. This helps Amanda feel more in control and calms her racing thoughts, allowing her to manage her anxiety more effectively. By incorporating this grounding technique, you can utilize it as a tool for helping anxiety. Okay. Method number 5, progressive muscle relaxation. So progressive muscle relaxation, aka PMR, is a technique involved the systematic tensing and then slowly relaxing of different muscle groups in your body. This method is highly effective in releasing physical tension and reducing anxiety, helping to promote overall relaxation and mental calmness. By consciously tightening and then releasing the muscle groups, you can become aware of physical sensations and help your body let go of stress. So I'm gonna just pause for 1 second. I do use my hands a lot, so I hope that's not distraction. But like I just noticed this well, as I'm saying it, I'm doing it. It is definitely a habit of mine, and I try to utilize my hands less. But as you can see, everybody has their little quirks of things they do and things that make them feel comfortable. A lot of times I'll do that for my way of demonstrating my words. Just a fun fact of it's like, well, why is this guy's hands going all over the place? What's happening? It's just the way I express myself. Okay. So the sorry, we'll jump back into that. So the PMR. Okay, so this is a 5-minute protocol, and the practical steps are like this. So you're going to choose a comfortable setting environment, find a quiet, peaceful place where you won't be disturbed. Ensure you're sitting or lying down in a comfortable position. You're going to begin with your toes. You're going to focus on your toes. You're going to tighten your muscles for about 5 seconds. You should feel them get firm, but not painful. After 5 seconds, then you're going to slowly release the tension and relax them for 15 seconds. You're going to pay attention to how your muscles feel once they're relaxed. Now you're going to move through each of your muscle groups. You're going to go to your calves. You're going to tense those muscles for 5 seconds, then relax for 15. Then you're going to move up to your thighs. Same thing. 5-second tightening, 15 seconds relaxing. Then you're going to go to your abdomen. You're going to feel your abdomen tighten. And then you're going to feel it relax. Then you're going to go to your chest. You're going to feel it relax. Then you're going to go to your arms. You're going to tighten those muscles for 5 seconds and then relax them for 15 seconds. Then your upper arms, then your forearms and your hands. Complete the process throughout your entire body. You're going to go to your neck, your head, shoulders, and then your back. Ensure you're deep breathing, and even throughout the process, you're focusing on the sensations of relaxation of each muscle group. Focus on the relaxation sensation. As you complete the sequence, take a few minutes to enjoy the overall sense of relaxation, visualizing the stress relieving your body as you exhale. So we'll get back, you're getting back to that visualization that we talked about earlier. As you exhale, you can visualize and you'll help put that stress out. So typically with this is a roughly about a 5-minute process. And because you're constantly constricting your muscles, you're getting your blood pumping in different areas. And that's going to trigger your body to kind of go into a little different state, right? You can't focus on your problem when you're focusing on these different areas. And that's partly how your body is relaxing. Plus, you're taking the time to take the stress out as you breathe out. So I know a person, we'll call him John, he uses this during his lunch break. He does it typically every day, actually. He finds it helps him just reset because he does it at lunch, or he had the first morning half of the day, and he likes to do this as a reset. He resets himself. He noticed a significant improvement in his ability to manage stress when he returns to work. He's more focused and more energized, and he helps him throughout his day. By integrating this progressive muscle relaxation into your routine, you can effectively manage physical and mental stress, promote a sense of well-being, and enhance your concentration throughout your daily activities. Okay, number 6, cold water therapy. It's exactly what it says it is, right? Cold water therapy. So cold water therapy involves exposing your face to cold water, stimulating the vagus nerve, which plays a crucial role in your body's parasympathetic nervous system. The activation helps promote relaxation and immediate sense of calm, making it an effective technique for reducing stress and anxiety. So how do you do it? It's very complicated. Very, very complicated. Okay, no, just kidding. You're going to fill a bowl of water with cold water. If you're really adventurous, you can throw a couple ice cubes in it if you want to make it even colder. You're going to submerge your face into water. You're going to take, before you do that, obviously, you're going to take a deep breath in. And as you put your face into the water, you're going to do it nice and gently. You're going to do that for about 10 seconds. You're going to repeat this for 3 to 5 times, allowing 10 seconds of recovery in between each time. An alternate method you can do is splashing water on your face. Some people don't like to submerge the whole face, so if you want to splash water on your face, this method can provide some calming effects. It's probably more effective if you submerge yourself. So there's a mom I know, she has a couple little ones at home, and she uses this therapy to quickly reset when her time is hectic. The kids are screaming, food they want, they're yelling about this, and when she's feeling that level of being overwhelmed, she takes a 1-minute break. This one only takes about a minute. Submerge her face in cold water, gently dries it off, and she gets her composure back. Okay, number 7, cognitive behavior techniques. What does that mean? Fancy words. What does that mean? That means thinking and acting in a new way. Aha. Okay. So cognitive behavior techniques, thinking and acting in a new way, can help you reframe your negative thought patterns to positive patterns, and that's going to contribute into helping anxiety, right? So it's called CBT if you wanted to look it up, cognitive behavioral techniques. They're well-established and widely used form of therapy that focuses on identifying, challenging, and changing your negative thought patterns and behaviors. This technique can be particularly effective in managing and alleviating your symptoms of anxiety by helping you reframe the way you think about certain situations, which in turn impacts your emotional response. Okay, how do we do it? Okay, first, you're going to identify your anxious thought. You're going to challenge it by questioning its validity. You're going to replace it with a more balanced, realistic thought. Little deeper understanding. Okay. So let me break that down. I'll get into the weeds a little bit. CBT is a grounded in the theory that emotion, thoughts, and behaviors are interconnected. By changing your negative thought patterns and behaviors, you can alter your behavior. You can alter your emotional state. This was developed in the 1960s by a gentleman called Aaron Beck. CBT has evolved into a versatile therapeutic approach to various mental conditions. The core components of it is you're going to change your cognitive restructuring. So this involves identifying and challenging the unhelpful thoughts. So those anxiety type thoughts. So common cognitive disorder thoughts are such as the worst thing in the world will happen to you, right? Or black and white thinking, meaning seeing something as either all good or all bad. Over generalization, meaning making broad conclusions from a single event. Hence, like we said, practical steps, right? You got to take practical steps. Identify your anxious thoughts and then challenge them by questioning its validity. The question is, how can CBD help reframe these thoughts, right? It's like, well, how does that happen? Okay, so you're going to identify automatic thoughts. Automatic thoughts are those spontaneous, often subconscious thoughts that arise in your specific situation. In the case of anxiety, these thoughts are typically negative or irrational. CBT teaches you that become aware of these automatic thoughts and recognize their impact on your emotions. So everybody has something that they go to. Whatever you're going through in your life, people have problems that when they wake up in the morning, they go to this thought. When they're in the afternoon, they go to this thought, right? These are the thoughts that are always coming up, and they always seem to just pop up out of nowhere. And what this is trying to do is help you challenge that, right? So, for example, if you have a thought like, I'm going to fail at this presentation, you would examine the evidence for this and consider what's going to happen. Consider a balanced response. Like, okay, I've prepared for this presentation. I can do my best, right? Developing alternate, more realistic thoughts. After challenging your thoughts, you're going to replace them with a more realistic and positive thought. Like even right now, there are definitely times where I'm thinking certain words and I'm usually stumbling over some of them because I'm in my head. I've already said this 3 times and I'm 2 sentences ahead of myself. So that's anxious for me right now, right? So I'm already thinking of the 5 next things I'm gonna say as I'm saying these current things. And for me, that's a challenge, right? So everybody has them, but it's changing your thoughts to, all right, I'm doing the best I can. And what's the worst that happens? A, I can redo it. B, it actually turns out pretty good. Sometimes, when those times you don't think you're gonna do good, you do really good. But it's replacing your thoughts with more realistic thoughts. Instead of thinking the worst thing that's going to happen, you're going to say, even if I make a mistake during the presentation, it doesn't mean I'm a failure. I can learn from it and improve. That's anything you do, right? Anything you could do, you could take an obstacle and learn from it, take a challenge and learn from it and grow. To reinforce this technique, you're going to use activities to help test the validity of negative thoughts and beliefs in real life situations, providing evidence to support more realistic and less anxious, anxiety provoking perspectives. So as you go through this, you're going to learn that changing your thoughts will change how you feel. And if you can say, you could take whatever the event is and say, what's the worst that could possibly happen in this event, whether it's a test or a speaking engagement, a baseball game, a football game, dance recital, right? If you take what's the worst thing that's going to happen, it's really, if you really sit back and think about it, and you'll realize, okay, I've trained, or I've studied, or I've prepared, I've done the best I can, and I'll lay it all out there. That's all you can do. And as long as you're doing that, then you're fine. Okay, that was the top 7. But here at Health Matters, Health Does Matter, I have some bonuses for you. So the bonuses I'm going to give you are adaptogenic herbs. Supplements, right? So we're going to talk about adaptogenic herbs. These are natural substances considered to help the body adapt to stress and exert a more normalizing effect, regulating the body's stress response. One type of supplement is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is known for calming the effects on the brain and the ability to lower cortisol. By reducing cortisol, it has the ability to reduce anxiety and stress. By moderating cortisol levels, you're going to promote relaxation and improve your overall mental health and well-being. Another one is Rhodelia rosea, which is an extract. It's effective in alleviating fatigue and anxiety, while also boosting your overall mental performance. It helps improve your mood and combats both physical and mental stress. Another supplement that plays a crucial role is magnesium, specifically magnesium citrate. Magnesium citrate plays a crucial role in brain function and mood regulation. So as it's a vital nutrient in the support of the nervous system to promote relaxation and alleviate anxiety and stress. Magnesium is very good also for improving sleep, right? So when you're improving your sleep, you're going to improve your ability to relax. So it's definitely something that you can want to take at night. Okay. The next bonus we'll call it herbal remedies. Okay, so this is bonus number 2 is herbal remedies. So herbs themselves, when I say herbs, I'm talking about valerian root, lavender, chamomile, typically in a tea. Usually right before bedtime is how you want to do it. Or lavender is an essential oil. You put a few drops on your pillow. Valerian root is a supplement. You would take that. So you have 3 different ways. Chamomile is a tea. Lavender on your pillow. Valerian root is pills. Another type of herb, CBD oil, right? CBD comes from the cannabis plant, and CBD oil plays a crucial role in regulating the physiological functions, including mood and stress and overall homeostasis. When CBD is actually introduced to the body, it influences the CBD1 and CB2 receptors, which help regulate anxiety. Research has shown that CBD may promote relaxation and reduce symptoms of anxiety without the psychotropic effects associated with THC. So I'm not talking THC, I'm talking CBD specifically. Very big difference. Typically, CBD's a couple of drops underneath the tongue is one method, or edibles, those are another method. So I'm going to wrap this up. In conclusion, we'll throw a conclusion to this. There you have it. That's the top 7 fastest way to reduce anxiety. Remember, these methods are practical, they're quick, and can be done anywhere, pretty much anywhere and anytime. By integrating some of these techniques into your daily routine, you can learn how to effectively and efficiently manage your stress, enhance your overall well-being. I'm going to recap all the methods just so you get refreshed in your brain. Right? Method 1 was the deep breathing exercises with visualization. The next one is aromatherapy, anchoring it with that smell to reduce your anxiety. Number 3 was the quick physical activity, right? The HIIT training. Number 4 was grounding techniques, right? Number 5 is progressive muscle relaxation. Number 6 is cold water therapy. Number 7 was the cognitive behavioral techniques, thinking and acting in a new way. Herbs, we talked about ashwagandha, rhodiola, magnesium citrate, and some of the chamomile teas and valerian root. Each of those are a tool designed to help you quickly regain your anxiety. Remember, anxiety is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to control you. With practice, you can master these techniques and use them to stay balanced and calm, no matter what life throws at you. So everybody likes different things, and there's 7 different ways there. And you might say, I like number 1 and 5, or I might like number 2 and 6, or I like just number 3. Whatever works for you, give it a shot. What do you got to lose? A couple of minutes, right? But you have to do it over time, right? So you give everything a fair shake. Do it over time. When I say do it over time, that means try it for a week. Try it for 10 days. Try it for 2 weeks. Ultimately, trying it for 2 weeks would be a perfect solution to see if you liked it. And by the end of those 2 weeks, you would have the ability to say, oh, this technique actually really does work for me. Or I don't like that technique. I like this technique. So I want to really thank everybody for listening to this episode, which I'm calling Calm in a Flash. I hope you found these tips valuable. If you did, please consider subscribing to our podcast, leaving a review. If it's a positive review, if it's negative, no, no, leave a review and sharing this episode with friends or family or anyone that you think might benefit from this. Your support means the world to us, and we hope we can continue to provide you with helpful content. Please remember, as I always say, the methods and techniques discussed in this episode are based on my personal opinions and my experiences. While they might be helpful, they are not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. It is important to consult with a qualified healthcare provider to discuss your specific circumstances and develop a personalized plan. Always make it a point to see a professional to guide you to ensure the best strategies for your health and well-being. Well, thank you for listening. Until next time, take care and remember, you have the power to manage your anxiety and live a peaceful, fulfilling life because it's your life. Be there healthy. Health matters.